What's up, guys? This is Coach Cam. Today we're going to be going over everything that has to do with pull-ups. Pull-ups is a body weight exercise that primarily targets the back muscles, including the lats, the rhomboids, and other muscles, especially in the arms as well, the biceps, the brachialis, brachioradialis. All these muscles are targeted with the pull-up. The pull-up is a difficult exercise for most people on planet Earth. Some people have better leverages and better body weight proportions to perform pull-ups, right? If you're lighter, have a bit more muscle or strength, you might be better at pull-ups than somebody who's heavier or has less muscle or less strength. Now, when it comes to pull-up versus the chin-up, you might get a little bit more bicep activation with a chin-up, but I say might, and I say a little. I don't think the differences are that pronounced, personally. Over the course of your training career, it's not gonna make or break your bicep size. It's not gonna be like the guy who did chin-ups has gigantic biceps and the guy who did pull-ups doesn't, right? They're gonna be worked in both movement patterns, especially how you execute it. So if you execute it very fast, rapidly, you're not getting a lot of tension on the muscles and you might not be fully activating your biceps. So next I want to go over rep ranges and how to do more pull-ups, how to get stronger with pull-ups. So I made some of the best progress I ever had with pull-ups by training them twice a week. 2 times a week, and you want to pick a rep range. So say you're just trying to start out, right? We'll go over this first. You're a beginner, you want to work on getting your first pull-up or somewhere in between 1 to 5 reps, right? That person, if that's you, you want to improve your overall back strength. Okay, your back is not that strong despite what you might think. So any exercises that will target your back are going to be helpful. Lat pull downs, cable rows, any kind of pull downs or rows are going to work your back and help build those muscles to better be able to perform pull-ups. And then you might just only have to do that, and you might just walk your way right into doing a few reps of pull-ups. Now, if that's not working and you need a little bit more specific work, I would start with doing a negative pull-up. So you start at the top of the bar, find a chair, something to start yourself at the top, hold your body up and lower down slowly. If you lower down very fast, then this exercise is not for you. You need to back up and do step 1, which is more pull downs and rows to get your back more muscular and stronger. If you can lower down slowly, then this is a good step for you. Probably just do a couple sets, like 2 to 3 sets of like 1 to 2 really slow movements, right? This is conditioning your tendons, your muscles, and getting you stronger. You're just working the eccentric portion of strength, but your muscles are contracting and they are getting stronger and stimulating from this. So as you continue to train over the course of weeks, you will increase your strength and you will improve, provided obviously you're eating good protein, calories, everything like that. Recovery is good. Next, let's go between like the 5 to 10 rep range. Similar deal. You want to work on doing sets of half of your max, right? So if your max is 5, do some sets of 2, maybe 3 to 4 sets of just 2 reps. Clean reps, right? Good reps. And then you can go about the rest of your workout. If your max is 10, I would do this with 5. Do some sets of 5 and just do multiple sets of 5. That's going to help improve your max despite what you might think, especially if you have shorter rest periods. So if you only rest maybe a minute between these, maybe a minute and a half, something like that, you're really going to find that this helps improve your pull-up like endurance, your pull-up numbers. And then from there, once you're able to do 10 regularly, I would start adding weight. You can add small weights, 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, something in that range. and it'll bring your reps back down to about 5, right? Sets of 5 to 8. Keep working that again with your weight. You can also, if you don't have access to added weight and your pull-ups are pretty easy, you can do like 10 or more, you can just slow the reps down. Instead of performing them so fast, perform like 3 seconds going up, pause for a second, 3 seconds coming down. This is going to greatly increase the challenge and difficulty on your muscles and help you stimulate more growth and more strength without actually adding weight around your waist in the form of a weight belt. Let's continue. So now you're between 10 to 15. Same thing, you can do a workout where you do sets of about half your max, 7 to 8 reps with about a minute of rest. That's going to be really challenging. And then you can also work on adding weight in as well. It really depends on your goals, right? I at one point had a goal to do I could already do over 20 pull-ups. I could do 25 pull-ups or so at that point, and I wanted to do a set of 20 with a 45-pound weight around my waist. So for that, I trained specifically, and I'll tell you what I did. On Tuesdays, I did a workout where I did a 45-pound plate, and I did 3 sets of about 8 reps, and I performed those reps fast. I was going for speed on that day, and I was leaving reps in the tank, but I was doing 3 sets of 8 with the competition weight as fast as I can, and then I would go about the rest of my workout. Then on Fridays, I would do a set of 20. Now the progression was this. Every Friday, I would do 2 sets of 20. And the first set, first set, I did body weight. And if I felt like I got 20 and I did it with ease, then I would add 5 or 10 pounds for the second set and do 20 reps again, right? Then the next week, do your Tuesday workout, 3x8, 45. And then on the Friday, go ahead and test again. This is advanced stuff. So you have to be at whatever your goal is, right? You could do something like this for 15 reps, for 10 reps, whatever rep goal you want to use to increase your weighted pull-ups. Anyway, I kept working that up until, about 6 weeks later, I was ready and I was able to do 20 pull-ups with a 45 plate. So there's some specific training you want to do to get better at pull-ups, and that would be it. But it's more of an advanced state, right? And it's a point where you're trying to specialize in it. So hopefully this gives you a better idea of pull-ups, chin-ups. A lot of people will advocate doing the body weight rows as a good form of pull-up progression, and they're not wrong, but any row and any lat pull down is going to get your back stronger. Body rows is still not specific enough to carry over to doing a pull-up if it's your first time. And I would say this too, a lot of gyms, you would think that you should do the assisted pull-up machine, and that is an awesome machine. However, I absolutely hate the assisted pull-up machine, and here's why. That machine has the worst grips in the whole gym. It's unbelievable how terrible that machine's hand grips are. They're like these weird rock climber grips, or they're just spongy, squishy black cushions that slide and slip, and it's absolutely terrible. If you could find that machine with just a regular bar across the top, that would be way better. But at that point, doing assisted pull-ups on that, it's really not even close enough to the full pull-up to be any better than just a lat pull down or a row. And I would say that I would not do that machine. I would not. If you're close and you just need a little bit of assistance, then yeah, that'd be a pretty good machine. But like I said, make sure there's a good grip. If the grips on it are garbage, here's what I would do. I would go find a straight bar and I would just set it across the top and hold on to that. But make sure it's not like one of the traditional lat pull down bars that spins and rotates at a hinge in the middle. That would take away your grip. So you don't want one like that. You want a solid piece of metal bar to go across it. That would be your best bet. Anyway, hopefully this video helped you guys learn more about pull-ups, helped you think more about them. They're an awesome exercise. One of my favorite exercises. I've done pull-ups for about 10 years now. I've been doing pull-ups in my routine, and I've hit really good, decent numbers for my size and strength. You can find those on my Instagram highlights. I have a highlight called PRs or pull-ups or whatever, and you can find them on there. But anyway, just wanted to put this out there for anyone interested in pull-ups, how to get better at pull-ups, and what would be your strategy going into improving at them and then specializing in them. So I would not recommend the grease the groove. You don't need to grease the groove. You don't need to do pull-ups every hour or every time you walk past your door frame. You could do it if you really wanted to, but that's not what I'm gonna recommend. I recommend you start your workout with pull-ups, treat it seriously, do full range of motion all the way up, all the way down. Don't do any half reps, scapula pull-ups, all that. I wouldn't. I don't think it's necessary. I think you're better off just doing lat pull downs, rows, good form, good technique, challenge yourself, push yourself hard, and you're going to progress over time. So hopefully this helps you guys. This is Coach Cam. Leave any comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye.